Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today. For today's video, I have an Empties haul. So I've got this basket full of different products from hair care, skincare, makeup, and others. So I'm just gonna go through and sort of give you a mini review of the products, what I thought of them, if I would purchase them again. So if you like this type of video, then please keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing I've got here in my basket, and if you've seen my Empties videos in the past, this should come as no surprise. It is the Lidl brand of shampoo. I love this shampoo, I can't be without it. It is sort of like the Pantene Pro V generic version, but much cheaper, although the price has gone up since all the cost of living, inflation stuff. It is amazing. If you live in Europe and you shop at Lidl, this CN brand Pro Vitamin is very, very good. I use the one for colored hair. So next I've got a face wash. This is the AA brand. This is a Polish brand. It's their helpline and it's their cleansing gel cream. I really love this. It has no fragrance. I purchase this time and time again. It is my go-to. If you have sensitive, dry skin, you will love this. It doesn't really foam up that much and it really just feels super cooling, super calming. It does have licorice root extract, D-panthenol, so a lot of skin-loving ingredients, and it's relatively inexpensive. It's a drugstore brand, so highly recommend this if you can get your hands on AA, the helpline. Next, I have a fragrance. This is Armani. It was their Diamonds fragrance, so I hope that's not blinding you. Their Diamond fragrance. I've had this for a long time and I really, really liked it. I, generally speaking, like Giorgio Armani scents. There isn't many perfumes that I don't like from them, and this one was no exception. It was kind of sophisticated, but still fun, and I find that their scents last and last and last. Like, you just need two, spritzes, and they last, and they wear really nicely. I always get compliments whenever I wear Giorgio Armani perfumes. Next, I have a sunscreen from Basic Lab. I love this brand. This is a Polish brand. It's very similar to Timeless Skincare or May Love, if you're familiar with those. They make a lot of skincare products, different serums and SPF and facial moisturizers that have sort of no nonsense ingredients, no fragrance, no skin irritants, just, really good quality, studied type of ingredients and products. So this is their SPF. It's their lekki krem ochronny. They have lekki krem and they have emulsia. So the emulsia or emulsion is a little bit lighter. This is a bit heavier of a consistency. It's a cream, but I prefer this one actually because my skin tends to be a bit dry, especially in the winter time. So I find that this is really nice and hydrating. I'm actually looking in my basket and I see that I have another one. So I've got two of these. That is how much I love this SPF. It is worth it. It is SPF 50 and really, really, really good and wears beautifully. I have this tiny little moisturizer from Shiseido, if you can see that. This is a travel size. It was kind of a gift with the purchase of another Shiseido makeup product. I really like Shiseido creams. They have a lovely texture. My one single only gripe with them, well, I guess there's two. First one being the price. They're very, very expensive. And second is they're heavily fragranced. If they came out with some of these moisturizers without fragrance, I may buy them, but generally speaking, I try to avoid fragrance, but the textures are lovely. They feel luxurious. And they sort of soak right into the skin. They're kind of a gel texture moisturizers. So I really like this, but probably won't buy it because of the price and the fragrance. Next, I have this hair products from L'Oreal. It's their Metal DX Detox, and if you can see, this was a present given to me by my hairdresser here in Krakow. She always gives me a little sample size of different products. So this was the shampoo and the conditioning mask. So again, this is the Metal Detox L'Oreal Professionals line. Very lovely products. Both the shampoo and the conditioner were very good. I felt the shampoo cleansed my hair and my scalp very thoroughly. And I liked that the shampoo was concentrated. So you don't need a lot. You just need a tiny little bit, add water, and it foams and sort of lathers very, very well for just a tiny bit of product. And same with the mask. I found that a tiny bit of the mask was, deep moisturizing my hair very, very well. So I like these, but they're expensive, and I just can't justify the price point when I feel like the Lidl 5.5 zloty shampoo and conditioner does it's not quite the same as these two, but it does a pretty good job. So I enjoyed it, but I would not purchase this. Next, I have a highlighter from Physicians Formula. This is actually not finished, but this was their butter highlighter, and it was sort of a moussey liquidy highlighter. So it was not a powder. It was kind of a gel moussey consistency, but it just dried up completely, and it's unusable. Like, I just put my finger in there and it just breaks more. Maybe if there's a way to salvage this, let me know. But I anyway wasn't a huge fan because it's a pink highlighter, and I've come to realize that I don't really like pink highlighters. I prefer something that's champagne. I don't like white either because I don't want a stripe across my face anywhere, but the pink just wasn't flattering on my skin tone. I think it would be very, very flattering on a deeper skin tone perhaps, but not on a very pale and light skin tone such as mine. Next, I have a gripe with these makeup companies. I've got a bone to pick. So this Empties bin is like maybe 3 months old. 3 to 4 months old, let's say. Look at how many mascaras I've used up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if it's the whole supply chain issue, cost of living, like maybe the ingredients are increasing in price, but I have never gone through so many mascaras so quickly, including this one, this one is like my true and tried mascara that I love, 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 love. I've purchased this for years. It's just the Maybelline Colossal, blackest black color. All of these, they just dry out like within a month. I used to go through mascara, like I could stretch it to 3-4 months. Now I have to basically buy a new mascara every month. I feel like these companies are putting less product inside the tube, even though the price is increasing. And I think it's because of that whole cost of living, inflation. Maybe the base ingredients of the mascara are increasing in price, so they're trying to squeeze profits and they're adding less. But let me show you this one. This one was just a total dud. Wet n Wild Mega Volume Mascara. I couldn't even use this, not even one time. Like, there literally is nothing. There's no mascara on the brush. I could not use this, and it was brand new when I bought it from the store. I got it at Walmart or Target in the US. Like, there just is where's the product? Like, there's no product on here. So obviously this did nothing, and it was not worth it, and I would not repurchase this or recommend. It was my first Wet n Wild mascara, and I was not too pleased. This one from Revlon I got at TJ Maxx, which is like TK Maxx, but TJ is in the US. Revlon So Fierce. This was actually very good, but again, it dried out like within a month. The wand was really nice. It's this sort of rubbery type of wand, but it actually really did work very, very well. Oh, I forgot to show you the wand on the Maybelline. I love this wand. It's not a rubbery wand. It's more of a just traditional wand. It's very good. Then I have this Bambi Eye mascara, which was okay, but I still prefer this Maybelline one, and I prefer the Revlon one over this Bambi Eye from L'Oreal. Let me show you the wand on this, but it was quite decent. It was quite decent, but it didn't give me that volume and that length that I really like. This is from ColourPop Volumizing Mascara. I actually got complimented on my eyelashes wearing this mascara. It was very good. I liked it a lot, but again, it just dried out. Look at this wand. I mean, it just dried out like within a month. So yeah, somehow I'm not having a lot of luck with mascaras, but this is everything I've used up like in 3-4 months. Crazy. Next I have this Nivea Q10 Power SPF 50 cream, and this was quite nice, although it was very heavily fragranced. SPF 30. I got this as a gift in a sort of package that I got from work, so I would typically probably not buy this on my own because I don't know, you know, what kind of SPF this is. There's no UVA or UVB circled on the packaging, so I kind of just used this up just to use it up, like on my neck and my hands. If I wasn't leaving the house, maybe I would use it, but most of the time I prefer an SPF 50, and I like on the packaging, let me show you, for there to be a UVA plus UVB and the UVA be circled. Yeah, very fragranced, but it was very moisturizing. I have another product from Basic Lab. This is their facial moisturizer, Bogata Consistencia, which means rich consistency. So this is their heavier sort of cream. It's nice. It's not my favorite facial cream ever. I didn't feel like it was quite as rich as I was hoping for, but the price point was very, very good for this. If I recall correctly, it was around 30 zloty price point. Again, no fragrance, no BS ingredients, just a good moisturizer. And with these tubes, sometimes what you can do is cut them in half, and you'll still have a lot of product there on the top or here around the base, even if you can't get any product out like via squeezing it. Cut it in half. I typically get anywhere from 3 to 7 days of additional use from the product. So really good, but I probably won't buy this specific moisturizer again. I've got this serum from the brand Revox. I noticed this brand show up in different cosmetic stores across Europe. So I just wanted to give this a try. It's Peptides 10% serum. I read some reviews about this online, and the peptides aren't actually that great, so I probably won't repurchase this again, but it was very affordable, and I think it has like some, you know, hyaluronic acid and different, you know, type of things that may help your skin, but I just wasn't a big fan. I didn't really notice a big difference on my skin, so I won't be repurchasing this Revox serum again. Next, I've got another SPF. This one I got in the US. I really actually like this one, and I would recommend it. It's from Olay. It's their mineral sunscreen broad spectrum SPF 30. It's a zinc oxide sunscreen, but it does not make your skin white. It does not leave the white cast. I don't know how they formulated this, but it really doesn't, and it feels quite moisturizing. So I really like this, and I would recommend this if you can get your hands on it. I haven't seen this. There's not that many Olay products available in Europe. I've seen them like in the UK, for example, but in Poland it's very hard to find Olay. But in the US, if you can get your hands on this, it's very good. Although it is a bit on the expensive side for drugstore. It was like $30, if I recall correctly. So, but I do like that. And I've actually purchased this before, so this is a repurchase. Next, I've got a tretinoin. This is 0.05% tretinoin. It's completely empty. I have done a video before. I'll try to link it here or here on my tretinoin nighttime skincare routine. I'm going to do an updated one soon, but yeah, this is my true and tried tretinoin 0.05 that I use, you know, approximately every other night. Next, I've got a eye serum cream, fragrance-free from Olay Regenerist. This was okay. I didn't feel like it was super hydrating and super moisturizing. I prefer something heavier around my eyes because my eyes underneath and my eyelids tend to get very dry. That is probably like the driest part of my face and my skin. So I just prefer something that has a bit more oomph. I felt this was very light. It didn't really, you know, it kind of dried down, very sort of matte on my skin. So yeah, I think if you have oily skin and oily eyelids and you're looking for an eye cream that is very, very, very light, you may like this. But if you need something a little bit extra, I would probably use something else, like maybe your facial moisturizer if it's rich, or something like Vaseline, which I've been doing. Next, I have a blush from Wet n Wild that I've used up in the shade Nudist Society. This was lovely. I was actually really surprised because it was super affordable. It did have glitter in it, some glitter particles, so if you don't like a lot of glitter, you may not like this. But for really pale skin, the color was very, very nice. It was not overpowering. So it was just like that perfect amount of peachy. It was sort of like a peachy color. Like this, if I ever come across Wet n Wild, I would probably repurchase this. I've got a lipstick from the brand Dior. I don't even know if they make this lipstick anymore. It was pretty old, but this was a repurchase. I already had one of these, used it up, bought another one. It is lovely. I don't know if they still make this. It's Dior Addict lipstick in the shade 750 Rock and Roll. You can still see the shade in here a little bit. What I loved about this is that it was kind of like a sheer lipstick. So it was like a lipstick and lip gloss 2-in-1. It always felt very moisturizing, and it just made my lips look so healthy and plumpy and juicy. This was like my special occasion lipstick. Like, you know, New Year's Eve or a birthday party or like a company party or something. This was my go-to for special occasions. Because it just always looked so lovely and juicy on my lips. I really, really recommend these, although they are quite pricey. Then I've got a serum from Basic Lab, and this is their vitamin C serum with ferulic acid. It's ascorbic acid 15% with ferulic acid. Amazing, very good. So in Europe, I actually haven't been able to find that many serums that are ascorbic acid with ferulic acid, which is sort of the most stable form of vitamin C from the research that I've done. Basic Lab makes this formula, which is very, very similar to the May Love or the Timeless, which you can get your hands on in the US. So if you're in Europe and specifically in Poland, I highly recommend this vitamin C serum from Basic Lab. The way I use this is every morning. So I already have another one. I always repurchase this one, and I take it with me to the UK because I'm now living in the UK. So I buy this and I use it every morning. I wake up, I no longer wash my face in the morning. I just go, you know, put my contact lenses on. I pat this all over my skin, let it sink in for a couple of minutes. Then I put my SPF and I'm good to go. I love this. I feel like it really hydrates and brightens my skin. I feel like it helps with the hyperpigmentation, and I just love it. I've repurchased this time and time again. Next, I don't have the bottle, but I have the little thingy here of The Ordinary Buffet plus Copper Peptides 1%. I love this. This is what I cycle in my skincare. I do tretinoin one night, then I do copper peptides, and then probably one night a week I will give my skin a break. So I'll just wash it and, you know, put moisturizer, and that's it. But I love copper peptides. The serum from The Ordinary is fantastic. I've noticed a huge difference in my skin. I feel like it's more hydrated. I feel like it's plumper. I feel like it's helping me to combat those first signs of aging, you know, like the little lines that I see here and sometimes around my eyes. Fantastic. Highly recommend this serum. All right, last but not least, I've got an eyelash serum. This is for long for lashes. This is a European brand. I don't know if this is specific to Poland, but it might be because the company is Oceanic. I didn't see any improvement in my lashes with the serum. You know, it's just a very basic serum, but it had, you know, very, very big claims. I didn't notice any difference, so I would not recommend this. That's all I have to say about that. So guys, we're at the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being here on my channel. I wish you all the very best in the new year 2023. Lots of health and happiness and success. I hope that all your heart's desires come true this year. Mwah. Bye.